Well, howdy, everybody. It is May 23rd, 2022. It is Monday evening. I don't know what time it is. Probably about 6 or so. Very rainy, overcast day. Started out, sun was shining, all that kind of beautiful stuff, and then all of a sudden, wham! My first indication, I was in the kitchen doing dishes. I was making granola. I did a double batch this time. And, Charlie, I was sweeping and mopping the kitchen, and Charlie just kept following me, and he was even laying down wherever I was, right where it was wet. And then I picked up that it was storming, because, you know, the big dogs hate the storm. What, Kit Kat? You want to come here so we can still see you? I know, you're just getting bones. But she keeps hanging in there. I want to give her baths. Her paws and stuff are dirty, but I don't know how well she'll tolerate it. Yeah. I still love it over. Yeah. See, I just old. Yeah, I just old. Any of the fancy feast patties she loves, so I'm going to have to give her some more. I've been kind of holding off, waiting to see. And it's not easy to find. Not as hard to find as formula. We'll talk about that in a minute. Isn't that crazy? Feel bad for all the babies. Mommies of babies and stuff that need that. Right, Joe? Right? Right? Oh, we'll call the scanner. Right, Angel? Oh, my goodness, I know. Okay. So anyway, you guys probably wonder where I've been, because I haven't done a video since the eulogy. I just needed a few days to kind of process some things and kind of get myself back on track. For those of you that fight depression, as I do, so then when you have something else happen, it really kind of throws you for a loop, and you have to kind of get yourself back on track. I started with, I would tend to see if I'm really depressed just to stay in my room. So I started with the process of, hey, I showered. Hey, I got all the way dressed, like today. Hey, I actually left my bedroom and went out in the kitchen and did some productive things. So, and it all helps. I find for me, and this is just for me, that if I can busy myself with other stuff, you don't have much time to sit and keep overthinking things. I've done some crying. I think I'm fine, and then even, like, Brad will mention something, and it'll send me tears, you know, because it's a very upsetting thing, but nothing I can do about it. And, so, I've been dealing with that, and then the issue with the arm, like, right now, I can actually lift it some, but there are times when, yesterday morning, I woke up in such pain. I'm eager to get, I'm doing some earthworks and miniatures, getting paid for it. I'm eager, I've got to finish those. I've got to be sprayed tomorrow and stuff, because those of you that had issues with shoulder problems, I'm a little afraid that maybe he's going to put it in a sling, which I don't know. If you guys have knowledge, please, help me out with that. And, or tell me not to use it near as much, but it's pretty hard not to use it. I do a lot of things now with my left hand. My right is my dominant. But, you still got to do life. So I'm eager to, I want to get that done, so that's all done. So I don't have to worry about, oh, I can't finish it or anything. So, what else? Like I said, I made granola, I did dishes, I wiped down the kitchen, I cleaned up the fridge and wiped it down, I swept and mopped, I treated for any kind of insects, so that's all done. I want to, this evening, hopefully, I can trim the dog's toenails. If not, I'll do that tomorrow. It's easier to do it on the bed than to have to get down on the floor. But I said first and foremost, I have to get those miniatures done. They're pretty well done, but I can finish them up tonight and spray them tomorrow. the granola recipe for those of you who want to know. Now I doubled the recipe. And what I'm going to give you is a single batch. Is preheat your oven to 300. You're going to mix in 4 cups of oats, 2/3 cup of honey or maple syrup. I use maple syrup. No, it was a 1/3 cup maple syrup. 2/3 cup canola or any kind of oil you want. I use grapeseed. Let's see. You can use any kind of nuts you want. I put walnuts. You can put coconut shreds or not. We love coconut. You can use any spices you want. I use some cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. I actually used, I'm trying to think, it called for 2/3 of a cup of maple syrup. Yeah, 2/3 of a cup. It called for 1/3 of a cup of the oil, okay? So let me go back over this. 4 cups of you're going to mix together all your dry, which is 4 cups of oats, how many ever nuts you want. If you want coconut in it, you're not going to put anything like your dried cranberries or raisins until after it's out of the oven. Same way with if you wanted to put chocolate chips or anything. And nutmeg, cinnamon, and clove if you want that. You don't have to put it. So you're going to stir that all together. You can use a little bit of pinch of salt if you want. I did not. Your wet ingredient now are let me go back. 1/3 cup, and I'm positive this time, of maple syrup or honey. Strike that. I'm so sorry, you guys. 2/3 cup maple syrup or honey. 1/3 cup of canola oil or any kind of oil. I used grapeseed. And if you want to, you can add some peanut butter. Now, I had some sugar-free coconut syrup in there. I put that in with my, in to make the capacity it wanted with the maple syrup. I used that with the maple syrup. I had some old maple syrup I was using up. I did put in, you can put in like 1/4 cup of peanut butter. I did. I whisked it all together, and then you just pour that over all your dry and stir it. Stir it and stir it until it's all combined. Flat cookie sheet, I sprayed it lightly and dump it out. And it says cook it for 40 minutes. It depends on how much you have on there. I found I needed to do an hour. So, then I should normally just shut off the oven and let it cool in there. But Brad was going to use the oven because he was making dinner. He was making chicken. And he wasn't going to cook it outside, but yeah, that was a no-go with the weather. So anyway, it turned out really well. It's so easy to do, making your granola. And then you just store it in Ziploc bags. And, you know, last time I made it lasted over a month. So, cost-wise, it's good. And you know exactly what's in it, which is nice. It's a good way to use up. You could use any kind of, like if you have some old honey, or if you have, like I said, some sugar-free syrups, you could put that in there, you know. So, and you can put peanut butter, or you could put almond butter, anything like that you like. So, that's what I did. Like I said, the cat's doing okay. About the same as she has been. We give her whatever she wants. And, you know, each day we get with her is good. And, what's something I've taken? I'm still having trouble sometimes locating the, Fancy Feast pate. She likes salmon the best, but she likes the other ones too. So, I'm kind of waiting until the first of the month to buy more, because, well, somebody had gifted now to a total of 2 cases. It's just, I can't thank you enough. And a couple, and a bag of dry, which sadly she does not like any of the dry right now. She used to eat dry all the time. She just does not. And we supplement too with cans of tuna because she really goes crazy for that. So whatever stimulates her appetite. Last night she was eating pizza with us. Again, she's old enough she can have whatever she wants. What do you guys think of this formula shortage? It's sad. It's very sad that I can't imagine. A friend of mine was talking about a young lady that she knows, a young couple, and they have a baby who's 4 or 5 months old, and is on this formula, and they can't find it anywhere. And it's like, I know some people say make a homemade. I don't know what that entails, so I don't know anything about it. Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. What else can I tell you guys? I know I've been kind of quiet. I'm sure you guys can understand why. As I go through this process, you know, I have to go through my own type of mourning and stuff because this was all new news to me. And I am. And I will. And I'll be okay. I'm getting more okay every day. As okay as I get, right? So, looking forward actually to going to the doctor in a couple days. I really hope he can help me. Because, yeah. The time has come where you no longer can just kind of complain. This is really, really, really good for me right now. I normally cannot do this at all, so that's fantastic. I'm sure tonight it will tighten back up. Maybe not. You never know. Dogs are all great. I got Nixie. She's on the floor here. Charlie is still in the front room. And Jelly Bean, now, as we didn't know, we've had her now 11 months. I didn't know she loves to have a little bed, right? She does. We had this box that we cut down, and actually she has one little bed in the front room now and one out here, and she just loves it. She'll come up, you know, she gets all her lovings and stuff, and then she'll come up and, well, I have a pillow and a blanket in the one in here. She loves to go there. I tucked it away where, you know, I think part of it is, you know, she won't get stepped on or anything by the big dog. You know, we won't accidentally, you know, thump her or anything. And so she loves sleeping in there. So she's very cute with it. You know, kind of her safe haven. So that's all good. And I just really don't feel like I have much to talk about, you guys. I just... dealing with, as my aunt says, the family can be the cruelest. And dealing with that and not realizing the amount of hatred somebody who's supposed to be your family member, your close family member, has for you. This is something you've always felt. I've always felt like the overdonor had hated me. And it's very true. You want to think, oh no, you're just being silly. You know, no. That's on her, but it doesn't make it less painful because I've gone through the process for years of thinking that I could do something to elicit her love. You know, and just the amount of cruelty people can have. I don't care what a family member had done. They will be notified. Like if Brad got severely ill. We didn't notify a whole lot of people when he was having hip surgery because it's a fairly common, pretty easy thing to do anymore, right? So, if he'd had any complications, I would have, but he didn't. And just like if I was in a hospital and if it was looking super serious or something, we would, and we have in the past. And I certainly wouldn't let somebody pass away and not tell. Like, if Brad would have passed away, I would make sure that both of his daughters knew. I still made sure that my youngest daughter knew that her grandfather passed on. She did not. I know my oldest daughter does. Because I didn't want to continue that. Like, so, I give you the information. I don't care how you feel about a family member. It's still, I feel, is their right to know. So it's a very cruel thing. And I didn't realize how many of you guys had experienced things very similar to this, which just astonished me. What are we becoming as a society? It really makes you wonder. I did not do anything to elicit this. What I did in all of this was stand up to the overdonor when she decided she was going to dictate how my house would be, who would be living in my house, and all of that. And it's like, whoa, 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 I'm almost 50 here. What, whoa. I don't tell you how to run your house. Don't tell me how to run mine. I mean, just because she immediately, without hearing any details, chose to decide of who was my sibling. And, so be it. That's the way she's always been. She didn't care what he would do. She's gonna, always, support him and stuff. So be it, There's a reason why we live clear across country. This is the bright, shining reason why. But it did reconnect me with my aunt and my uncle, so that's been really nice. So many of you guys reached out, which was just astonishing, and I can't thank you enough. Kathy, thank you for the card. She sent me the most beautiful card. She always sends me cards. I love every one of them. It's so nice. So I'm doing all right. I am. I think, too, when you have the death of a parent, you kind of look at your own mortality more. You kind of look at how old your parent was. And you think, okay, well, I have maybe about 21 more years. At least. I hope. I hope I make it into my 80s. That would be nice, So, Brad worked in the blue room today, was what we call our extra bedroom. He got the table set up so he can get the rock tumbler going and all of that. Oh, update. His stepmother is, she had to have back surgery right away. That's why she fell. I don't know what happened with her back. So, and this lady this is the third time she's been sent to rehab now. I don't remember what the first time was. Pancreatitis. The second time was a stroke. So in this time. Now, there in California, they have rehab centers, and I don't know about here, you guys could tell me. They have rehab centers where your spouse can stay with you. So they're together, and they're so sweet. They're so sweet. We'll say, well, give her a hug and kiss. Oh yeah, I've been doing that and stuff. And he's just very grateful he still has her. Very grateful that they can still be in the same room and stuff. That's very nice. And they feed him, which he enjoys. And I think he just spends, all the time he can with her. So it looks like it's going to be a long recovery for her. Not all sure what that entails. They talked about maybe having to do additional surgery, so I don't know. but she's doing well. She's doing well. So she's in rehab and stuff, and I guess the physical therapy takes a lot out of her. So, like with a lot of patients, it seems that they do the physical therapy and then they need to sleep for a while, which is, so that's good. Brad's been calling and talking with his dad and stuff, and checking in, which, they were really grateful for. I was trying to think of something that maybe we could send. Like, I don't have the funds until the first of the month. I'm broke enough that I don't even have my copay for my doctor. I hope they'll still see me. But it is life, right? I wasn't planning on having... I messed up on a payment, and I sent a double payment, and now trying to get them to send the, the overpayment back is like, But, and then we weren't planning on having to get an ice maker. We ended up having to get one. But the new ice makers, let me back up. So I want to send them something. I'm unsure if she's a diabetic or not. I thought about sending them like a nut, dried fruit kind of thing, something they could kind of snack on. I'm not sure about that. We thought about sending maybe a plant, something they could kind of watch grow. Not sure about that. So, just kind of trying to think of something that would be kind of nice for them to maybe enjoy in the room. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I don't know if they're card players. I don't know if she's up to sitting and playing cards. Things come to mind as maybe crossword books or something. Maybe it's something that they could work on together. Again, I don't know if that's their deal. I'll have to pick Brad's brain on that. So, if you guys have any great ideas, let me know, because we would like to send something, But other than that, everything's going fine. Brad's doing well. I mean, his back really hurts. He did make an appointment to see our doctor because his blood pressure, see, he was on 20 milligrams of lisinopril, and then when he had hip surgery, his blood pressure really dropped. In fact, they weren't sure they were going to release him because he was getting so dizzy and his blood pressure was so low. And she said, keep an eye on it. And at that point in time, they didn't want him taking any lisinopril. Well, somehow in the course of this, it went from 20 milligrams to 2.5, and now his blood pressure is really high. So, he made an appointment to see the doctor about that and his back. And they're getting him in, not this week, the next week, which is really great. We see the same primary care doctor, so that'll help. I'm still having so much trouble sleeping. One of the things I'm wondering if I'm consuming too much caffeine in the evening, because normally I'll have my hot chocolate now. I'll either have a can of pop, or sometimes iced tea, and that's a lot of caffeine. I wonder if that's part of my problem. So, I think when I'm going to start doing this, after I have my hot chocolate, I'm going to have water, for the rest of the evening. And, see if that helps. I really need to sleep. This morning I did not get sleep from last night, and from yesterday, until 10 a.m. Well, and then I got 4 hours sleep. Poor Brad, I call him to talk to me and stuff, so maybe I can get sleepy, and that helps, but, I don't, ever since I found out about my father, I don't think Brad's had a whole night's sleep, because, just the way it was. I had a big crying thing yesterday. Brad said something about my dad, and I just kind of lost it, But, that's to be expected. That's to be expected. I know all of you guys have lost parents. It's hard to, I sure do like this one. This is really, really cool menthol. Trying to smoke less, because I need to quit. I know I have to. My lungs will not take it. They absolutely won't take it. I'm an asthmatic, and my lungs won't take it, and it's not good for you. And so I'm trying to smoke less. So far today's gone really well. I've been keeping busy. I've been hitting this more. I tell myself every time I want to have cigarettes, like, no, hit this instead. So I'm hoping, cross your fingers, you know. So anyway, I'm working on a hat, of course. I do have, mind me tomorrow, I do have a lot of hats that I've got done that I would like to show you guys. So this is, I'm just working on the brim right now, as you see. Brad found another box of yarn in there, and it was some of my Super Saver Red Heart. I like to buy it, and it's like the variegated, like all, you know, the purples that go from light to dark, and the pink same way. And then it had great big ones, the jumbo Super Saver of the white and the black. That's primarily what I use in all my stuff is Red Heart. Sometimes some other yarn, but I did have some, there it is. Let me get it. I found this in that box that he showed me too. This is some of that real soft Chanel. I love working with this. I love to do brims out of this because it's so soft. So I'm going to use that. I grabbed that out of the box. If I'm real depressed, I've been real depressed this weekend, I won't even loom. And Brad can tell that's when I'm really. So, but I'm going to keep busy. I'm going to keep going toward my goals, guys. That's all any of us can do. You know, if you're super depressed, maybe a big goal for that day is showering. Maybe it's making your bed, getting dressed, getting out of your room, getting out of your house. Even if you're only outside for 10 minutes, it's a step. I'm not going to talk to my doctor about the depression. We already kind of talked about before this found out. And she gave me some options of ways. I guess they do the telephone, the teleconnect and stuff, which is nice to talk to a therapist that way in the comfort of your own home. So I'll think about that. I want to get a handle on the arm. You know, when you're in constant pain and stuff, you know, you want to get a handle on that. So, I don't know. I'm just being as real with you guys as I can be. You never think your life will turn out as it has sometimes. I'm not saying I have a bad life. Not at all. In a lot of respects, I'm very, very lucky. But you have a certain ideal when you're younger on how your life's going to be when you're older. I envisioned it was going to be that we were sitting and there were all these grandkids and there was family dinners and you know, barbecues and birthdays and all of that. And it's not what happened. But some people have it so much worse. Some people have it so much worse. Who am I to bitch? I mean, some people just, they tell you their story and you're like, were you even still standing or even still functioning? So, you know, I will get there with the support of you guys. Many of you guys are my family now. You know, but we'll get there. Life is not easy for any of us. That's so true. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here. Brad's making dinner. So, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome, and I love you. And I will talk to you guys either tomorrow or definitely Wednesday after I see the doctor. So, I will talk to you guys later. Remember, do something nice for somebody else, and then do something nice for yourself. I will talk to you later. Bye.